Firefighters fight huge flames inside home. This video shows just how massive some house fires can get in a short amount of time and how detrimental they can become if firefighters don't respond quickly.
I'm on scene. I have heavy fire through the roof. Unknown if any occupants are side. We'll be getting a 360. Have all units continue straight in. Stand by for a 360.
In the video, firefighters rush to the scene of a house fire. The roof of the home is engulfed in flames. The fire was likely caused by some sort of electrical problem in the house.
Confidential Grange IC. We have a par for all personnel on scene. We do have knockdown in the fire. We'll be continuing with offensive operations.
The firefighters enter the home, and the bottom portion of the home has not been touched by the flames yet.
We got that second line. We'll bring it back here. Okay. Yeah.
However, the upstairs is still burning, so they must act fast. The firefighters use a tool to punch holes in the ceiling of the downstairs level of the home. The ceiling breaks fairly easily because it's been weakened by the flames, and the holes reveal massive flames upstairs. As they break through the ceiling, the rest of the firefighting team works together to shoot water up towards the roof.
Fire attack, the Grange IC, copy, primary search complete.
Confidential Battalion 142.
The video gets pretty intense as flames fall from the ceiling onto the firefighter, but they continue to work. Thankfully, the fire was put out and no one was harmed. Firefighters put out intense house fire. In this video, firefighters are responding to a home fire. They've walked up the stairs of the home to get to the fire that almost completely consumed the roof. They use a tool to break down the ceiling, but then the entire ceiling crumbles because of damage done by the fire.
Right above us, hey.
This sends dust and debris into the air, lowering the visibility, but the firefighters continue to shoot water up towards it. Because they didn't stop fighting the fire, even after the roof came down, they were able to put out the fire without any injuries. House fire injures 11-year-old boy. Unfortunately, firefighters aren't able to make it to every fire in enough time to save everyone.
New video of Monday's house fire in Theodore that severely burned an 11-year-old boy.
When an intense fire started up inside a home, 3 young children were forced to escape through their bedroom window. Sadly, the oldest sibling was severely burned by the fire while trying to help his siblings escape. The helmet camera of one of the firefighters who arrived on the scene caught the video of the fire. In the video, the entire home is consumed in large, intense flames. By the time the firefighters are able to start putting out the fire with the hose, most of the house has already been burned, causing it to completely crumble as the water hits it. The video shows how terrifying it must have been for the boy and his siblings, and how lucky it is that they escaped with their lives. Firefighters put out fire quickly. This video shows just how well-trained firefighters are to put out fires efficiently and fast. The video is only 6 minutes long, and within the 6 minutes, a team of firefighters are able to put out a fire that's burned almost an entire home.
Hey, tell them to give me ladders. Give me ladders.
They proved their bravery with their lack of hesitation to start putting out the flames. Even though the fire is large, they get as close as possible and work together to put it out. Their firefighting skills are very impressive. House fire caused by lightning strike. After being struck by lightning, the roof of a home completely caught on fire.
Hey, turn your basketballs off.
Firefighters arrived at the scene quickly, and the helmet camera video shows them going through the rooms of the house to make sure everyone is out. They get to the room that's right below where the lightning had initially struck. There's a large hole in the ceiling and sparks rain down on the firemen.
Hey, come here.
Once they know for sure everyone is safely out of the home, the firefighters use an aerial work platform to shoot water down on the roof of the home. As soon as they start hitting the home with water, the entire roof collapses. This shows how important it is for firemen to check and make sure that the home is completely cleared. If anyone had been inside the house when the firefighters started spraying water to put out the fire, they surely would have been killed or seriously injured under the collapsing roof. Firefighters barely escape house before roof collapses. In this video, a team of firefighters are working together to put out a fire inside a home. They start to get orders to evacuate the house immediately. The team files out of the home just in time. The entire roof has got fire and collapses shortly after the last firefighter escapes. If the team had not listened to the orders to leave, all of them could have lost their lives. This video shows the amazing amount of trust firefighters have for each other, because their lives depend on it. Firefighters react to explosion in house fire. This video shows just how quickly a house fire can take a turn for the worst. Homes are filled with tons of items that may cause explosions if they catch on fire. Firefighters know that this is a risk, however. They still are brave enough to enter the homes to put out fires. In this video, firefighters are in a house putting out a fire when an explosion erupts upstairs. The explosion forces the firefighter into a closet. When he gets back on his feet, he is able to make his way to a bedroom and escape out the window. The rest of the team has run to the front door of the home. The video is very intense as the firefighters are all shouting "Mayday" to alert others of the explosion. The captain of the team was actually knocked down the stairs because of it and had to be carried out by another firefighter. Firefighters are not only responsible for the lives of civilians, but also responsible for each other. Firefighters save woman from fire. In this video, firefighters respond to a house fire where there's still people trapped inside. Even though the home is on fire, they show no fear and bust in through the front door.
There you go. Hold up, push it up.
The team drags out a woman who is trapped inside. They bring her out onto the front lawn where the paramedics can assess her needs. The scene is very intense as a lot of neighbors have come outside the house to watch the firefighters work. Despite the audience, the firefighters were still able to do their jobs, save the people trapped inside the burning home, and successfully put the rest of the fire out before it could get other homes in the neighborhood. Firefighters take down huge fire. No matter the size of the fire, firefighters are trained to put it out, even if it puts their safety in jeopardy. In this video, the firefighters come across a raging house fire. The entire house has been engulfed in large flames, yet the firefighters show no fear. They enter the home despite the flames to make sure there's no one inside. The fire is so large that it seems like the firefighters are out of their minds for even attempting to go in. However, the firefighters are brave and go from room to room, putting out the fire with the hose. Father and daughter saved from house fire by firefighters. In this video, firefighters are responding to a house fire when they receive news that 2 of the family members that live inside the home are still inside. They respond very quickly and without fear, going into the burning building and risking their lives. The video taken inside the home doesn't show a lot of detail because the smoke was so thick that there was little to no visibility. It just goes to show that even if the fire is really large and intense, firefighters will sacrifice their own safety to try and save others. Firefighters drag victim from burning home. This is another video that shows how firefighters will risk it all if it means that they get a chance to save another life. In this video, firefighters respond to a house fire that's been raging for a while. When they arrive on scene, the house is almost completely burned and the risk of it collapsing is very high. However, despite the danger, when the firefighters hear that there's still someone inside the burning home, they bravely enter. Luckily, they were able to find the victim, even in the thick smoke, and drag them outside. The victim was unconscious, but for the most part, unharmed. If the firefighters had not been brave enough to enter the burning building, the fire would have claimed the victim's life. Firefighters escape wildfires. While everyone else flees from fires, firefighters are often the last ones to leave. Their sacrifice to stay behind and try to contain fires is why there's so many casualties in this profession.
I mean, this was all fine when we were driving down here 2 hours ago.
The video shows just how terrifying wildfires can be and how they take so many firefighters' lives. In the video, firefighters are trying to escape a wildfire that's become too intense for them to put out.
You think we can catch it? We got 400 gallons, we're good to go.
A couple bladder bags. See, it can start burning out.
It looks like a scene from a movie. Everything's on fire. The firefighters race down the road in their fire truck, but at one point in the video, flames are literally touching the sides of the truck.
Drive, bro. Holy.
Burning trees have fallen across the road and smoke and ash fill the air, lowering the visibility. Luckily, the firefighters are able to escape the flames, but the video really brings to light why some firefighters never make it out of wildfires.
Dude, we might have lost some people.
Oh, dude.
I think everyone burned over.
Holy. Go, 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 go.
Firefighter catches fire while putting out fire. Firefighters are regular people, meaning that they can catch fire too. Despite having all the gear and training, they're still putting themselves in a lot of danger just to do their jobs. In this video, a business building is caught on fire. The firefighters attempt to remove some iron bars off the front of the business's windows so that they can have unblocked access to spray down the fire. As they saw the bars off the window, one of the firefighters' uniforms caught fire. He tries to put it out himself by stomping around, but the fire continues to grow. One of the other firefighters takes the hose and sprays off the burning fireman. This puts the fire out and the firefighter is able to get back to work. It's amazing to see the dedication of this fireman. Even though he had caught on fire, he's still willing to stay and continue and try and put it out. Before we played the last clip, you've watched this far. Why not consider subscribing to our channel? I post 2 new scary videos every week, so subscribe to make sure you stay up to date with the new releases. Firefighters hold the line of a wildfire. This video shows just how hard firefighters work to keep wildfires contained. Wildfires can be extremely dangerous to neighborhoods and communities, so it's important for firefighters to work hard to put them out. In the video, helicopters drop fire retardants onto a raging wildfire, while firefighters with hoses work to put out smaller fires that are passing the line of the wildfire. Even the smallest spark can become a huge wildfire, so the firefighters must make sure that the fire doesn't send sparks any further, causing more fires. The firefighters work tirelessly to kill the fire and are successful at keeping it from gaining more ground.